Hi everyone, today we're talking all about SEO or search engine optimization, which is basically all about making it easy for people to find you in the online world. So if someone needs to find, say, a remedial massage therapist in Perth, and they go to Google to type remedial massage therapist Perth, that you come up in the Google search results. So Google is a search engine, and there are different kinds of search engines. There's Yahoo, there's Bing, there's a couple of others, but typically the majority of people use Google. It's even made its way into the Urban Dictionary that to Google something is to search for something. So it's about making it easy for people to find you in Google. And you might have heard the funny saying that the best place to hide a dead body is on page 2 of Google search results. And it's funny, but it's also metaphorically true in the sense that we never really scroll beyond page 1 of Google. If we can't find what we're looking for on page 1 of Google, we typically refine the search or try a different search to find what we're looking for. So in order for people to find you, you need to have certain things set up in your website so that that's possible, so that people can find you. And the thing is that we call this organic website traffic. So there's outbound marketing, which is where you're putting yourself out there into the world and you're saying, hey, here I am, I've got this great product or service, come and check out my website. That's called outbound marketing. But inbound marketing is where people are coming to you. So they're actively searching for something and they're finding you and they're coming to you that way. So you want to have a combination of both of those in your business. You don't want to just be constantly marketing yourself and having to put in time and money to get your brand and your message out there. You want people to be able to find you organically, and that's where search engine optimization comes into it. It is critically important for business. It's something I didn't understand or appreciate for the first few years that I was in business, and I'm still getting on top of it. I'm learning as I go, but I now know that there are certain essential things you have to have in place in order for SEO to work for you and for people to be able to find you. So you want to have a combination of outbound marketing and inbound marketing, people finding you through the web. So obviously that's the most ideal place you want to be, because you can be sleeping and people are still finding your business and reaching out and making contact with you. Now, to get started in SEO, the first thing you need to do is to undertake keyword research. It's a critically important exercise. There are certain keywords and there are certain phrases that people are searching for when they're looking for your product or service, and you need to know what they are. So it's all well and good to use, flowery language or unique language if you're talking about something you do, but you also want to use practical, tangible language that people are actually searching for. So there are different ways you can do keyword research. There are little tools out there. One of them is called Keywords Everywhere. It's a little Chrome extension that you can get on your website browser. And basically that will allow you type in, for example, business coaching in my field. You type in business coaching and it will tell you what are the kinds of things that people are actively searching for on the web to do with business coaching. And then that helps me refine the keywords and the phrases that I use. There's another one called answerthepublic.com. One word, answerthepublic.com. Type in the search keyword that you are that is relevant to your field, and it will come up with a whole range of different search terms that people are actually searching for on the internet. So these guys who provide these tools have done the research. They're constantly got their feelers out on the web and they're looking at what people are searching for, and that's what you need to get on top of so that you can research those keywords, know what they are, save them in a good place so that you can constantly use them in your content and in your website, blog articles, and your language all throughout your marketing. Now, the way the internet works is there are little so-called spiders out there on behalf of Google, little bots that are out there tracking keywords that are being used across the internet. And that's how Google gets this information. So as a business owner, your website needs to have good content on there with the keywords and the phrases that are relevant to your industry so that the spiders that are out there trolling the web can find your website and find you and therefore bring you up in search engines. So The way you do this is there are two things two ways you can approach it. There is so-called on-page SEO, which is where you use the keywords and the phrases directly on your copy on each page of your website. It's critically important that you go into the back end of your website and make sure all the titles of your pages include your keywords and phrases. So by phrase, it's called a long tail keyword in marketing speak. So when you might not just search for let's think outdoor activewear. That might be a keyword, but you might be searching outdoor activewear suitable for low temperatures. So those are long tail keywords. They're phrases that people are searching for. The thing with a short form keyword is it's too broad. Thousands of people are going to be searching for that single keyword. But if you use a long tail keyword, it's more specific, and there will be less people searching for that, and so you've got less competition, and therefore you're more likely to rank in search engines. So critically important that you get those keywords and long tail phrases into the copy on your website. We call that on-page SEO. There are also in the back end of your website, and if you're not tech savvy, you can get your web person to help you with this. Titles are critically important to make sure people can find you, and there's another thing called meta descriptions. So when you're scrolling down through Google, you see a title and you get the Google results. You'll see a title appear, and then under that there'll be a short description, right? That is called the meta description. So if you can use that real estate really well and put your keywords and phrases in there, it means that Google can find you. It also gives people a really good understanding of what you're up to, so they can click on the link to go and visit your website. That's meta descriptions. Very, very important that you get those into your website. There is always a specific place. Up until just recently, mine were empty. I was horrified. I didn't realize that this was something I needed to do, and I went in and I fixed it and put the meta descriptions in. If you don't have meta descriptions, Google will by default take the first few lines of text that are on your website page, and that may or may not be relevant, or it may or may not contain your keywords and phrases. The other thing you need to do for on-page SEO, aside from the titles and the meta descriptions, is to use internal links within your website. So if you're blogging, link to other articles, because Google loves websites that are interlinked and connected. That gives you a higher ranking in Google if you can do that. Off-page SEO is things like links and backlinks, otherwise called as backlinks, but basically that's when another site refers to you. And that builds credibility. So Google is always looking for high quality content, and they will rank you according to the quality of your content and how many people are searching for that content. So a backlink, for example, is if you do a guest blog on another site that's very reputable and they link to your website. That gives you a lot of what they call link juice. So that gives you a lot of power because a highly reputable site is recommending you. And people pay to have those backlinks, but you don't need to do that. What you could do is try to collaborate, connect with other people, link to each other, or guest blog or get your work onto some reputable sites so that they can backlink to you. So there's on-page and off-page SEO. Focus if you're getting started on on-page SEO. Make sure the keywords, you know the keywords in your field, that you know the long tail keywords that people are searching for, and that you have those scattered through your website. Don't do what is referred to as keyword stuffing, which is where you just try to pump as many keywords in there as possible. That works against you. It doesn't sound natural, it doesn't look pleasant, it's not a positive user experience, and Google's algorithms are clever and they pick it up when someone's trying to keyword stuff. So that will reduce your ranking. So just be natural. Use them appropriately, make sure they're in there, but don't go overboard, obviously. Keyword stuffing is a thing, and it will work against you. The most important thing when it comes to SEO is that you take a long-term view, and what you want to aim to do is to consistently update your website with good content that is providing value to the people who are visiting your website and contains the things they're looking for. So if someone's interested in mindset and goal setting and they're searching for those keywords, you want to be one of the ones that appear in those searches. And Google loves websites who are fresh and updated regularly with new content. So if you are a blogger, well, all of you should be blogging at least, even if you prefer to do video, at least uploading a video onto your website regularly and putting some keywords and descriptions below. It doesn't have to be a full-blown blog, but you should be updating your website with fresh content regularly. That not only increases your rankings with Google, but it also provides Google with more content and more keywords for those little spiders that troll out there to find and bring people to your site. So the philosophy of build it and they will come when it comes to websites is not true. You can build it and let it sit there forever and no one will ever know you exist. You need to be updating your website with fresh content, making sure you've got the keywords and long tail phrases on there, and providing valuable content and a positive user experience for the people coming to your site. So I hope that gives you a good overview of SEO. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And please, yes, if there's any way I can help when it comes to SEO, contact me and I shall do my best to help you on your way to SEO optimization. Until the next time, bye for now.